Hey guys! So the past few months I've been in quarantine, and as you may know, it gets really boring. So, because I was spending way too much time in my room, I was getting real tired of it. Here's my room. It's cute, but not exactly my style anymore. So I decided it needed a change. I started off with painting all my walls white. My mom was very against this, saying it would look like a hospital room, but I had a vision in mind and wanted to stick with it. Then I began to collect the decor. I couldn't really go to the store to buy a ton of stuff, so I had to use what was in my house already. Thanks to my sister, this was pretty easy. Next, I needed to move around my furniture. I wanted my bed against the wall, so I put it in this corner. I next put my shelf in the other corner because it was the first thing people saw when they entered my room, and I thought it was visually appealing. After testing out various layouts with the pieces, I really ended up liking how it turned out. I then decorated my dresser, nightstand, desk, and added some remaining decor that I had laying around. Finally, I put the finishing touches, and it was all done. I couldn't be more happy with how it turned out. So starting off, here is just a little overview of my room, just to really quickly go ahead and show you. Hey guys, so now I wanted to go ahead and show you a tour of my room, a little bit more broken down. I've done these before, so I'll try not to make it too repetitive. But basically, when I was trying to come up with the idea of what I wanted my room to look like, I was looking on Pinterest for tons of ideas and inspiration, and I came to the conclusion that I wanted it to have a very vintage vibe with a minimalistic aesthetic. I didn't want it to be too cluttered, and I like my room to just be pretty simple. I feel like that's sort of how my style has now become. I'm sure it's gonna keep changing, and I'm sure I'll probably want to change things in the future, but this is what I've really been liking recently. And I've also been super bored in quarantine, so that's sort of what inspired this. So I'll go ahead and start off. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off on this corner. So here I have my nightstand, and I have this plant, which is from TJ Maxx. That was in my other video. This is just a candle that I found in my house. And then this is another candle that I actually use for incense sticks. So I liked that it was there. And again, I wanted it to be very simple with just minor details. So these two frames, I talked about this in my other video, but basically I'll go ahead and really quickly say it again. And what I did was I went ahead on Urban Outfitters and looked up ideas of just different inspiration that I wanted, and then kind of looked for cheaper alternatives. I mentioned this in my other video as well, but it's just a lot easier to do that because a lot of those higher end stores tend to be very pricey when you can get the exact same look for a much cheaper price. So that's what I went ahead and did with these two frames, and I am absolutely obsessed with this one. I think it looks so elegant, and I love that the black frames just add a little bit of color to this side of the room, but they're again very neutral and minimalistic. So then going on to my bed, so this bedding was actually from my dorm freshman year, and this is from, I think, Bed Bath & Beyond. And then I got this pillow that came with it, and then this is just another pillow that I had. And then these two other throw pillows, these brown velvet ones. So I wanted ones that, again, would be very simple, but kind of go with the neutral aesthetic that I've sort of been trying to do. So I ordered those on Amazon, and I think it might have been like $15 for both of them, so it was pretty cheap. And then I just ordered this other pillow. That was probably like, again, probably $10 or something. I just like to have a ton of throw pillows on your bed because I think it makes it look very full. And then going on to this corner of my room, which I am absolutely obsessed with. So basically this is just something that I had in my basement and ended up working out perfectly for my records. And so I just ended up keeping it, and it stores them all really well. So now going on to this shelving unit, this is actually something that my sister already had in her old apartment, and you'll see as a common theme in this video, a lot of this stuff I just sort of reused that she already had. And so basically these little candles were ones that she already had. This Big Ben was something that she had gotten a gift, and I saw it downstairs and thought it fit perfectly. This plant was from TJ Maxx. And then this record player, which is just from Urban Outfitters, and that was from a while ago. And then I have this frame, and so that was actually one that I had gotten in New York, and it's Marilyn Monroe, and she's an absolute queen. And I have this in the back just to hold it because it doesn't have like anything to keep it standing up, so I just went ahead and put that there. And then I just have this little bulb, which was from Five Below. And then down here, I'm absolutely obsessed with this little unit right here, and it just has a clock, and then it has a Frank Sinatra book, the International Book of Orchids, Great Cons and Con Artists, and then images of the cosmos from Earth and Science, and then it has a book on Lincoln. And I have this little vintage purse right here, and guys, I am so obsessed with this, and I just want to let you know that this is all very feasible. I literally didn't buy anything new. This is just stuff that I already had laying in my room. If you're on a budget, you really don't have to go out and buy a ton of things. That was something that I was trying to be pretty conservative with because, well, one, I'm in quarantine, so I couldn't really go to the store and look up at a ton of things, and I didn't want to wait weeks for packaging. So I ended up just literally looking at stuff that my sister had. I ended up going through my basement, finding old decor that I had, especially because I wanted it to be more vintage. It was pretty easy to shop for or look around my house for because a lot of it was stuff that I already had. So I would definitely recommend doing that, or even talking to your parents. A lot of them oftentimes have stuff that they don't really use, and that kind of just ends up laying around and going to waste. So going on to this corner, I have this quote that is just an old quote that I've always loved, and so I thought I would go ahead and put it there, and I think it adds just, again, a different touch to this side of the room so that it's not super plain. And then down here, I just have this little box that, again, was something my sister already had laying in her room. So there's another throw pillow underneath there, if you guys can see, and then I just put this one on top. And I just think that this adds, again, just another touch to my room so that it makes it cozy and so that it sort of fills up the space in the corner so that it's not super plain. Going on to my desk, I have this lamp that I'm honestly not really sure where it's from, but I just, again, liked that it had sort of this gold detailing at the bottom. And then I just have this mirror to do my makeup. Hello! And then over here, so I wanted to use mason jars just because I thought that they looked really cute. And so I went ahead and put any like pencils, pens in this mason jar. And then I just have my makeup brushes. This was actually from my college room, but I just brought it home because it fit everything perfectly. And then over here, so I definitely want to get a new vase for my little daisies that I'm growing, and they're so cute. I'm obsessed. But I want to get a new one just because I don't really love how that looks right now. So over here, I have this vintage chair, which I thought perfectly tied in the black with this corner of the room. And so everything with these black accent marks just make everything seem really seamless and put together. And so here are my curtains. Oh my god, I literally just realized I have this thing from my middle school. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. And then this carpet that you guys can go ahead and see was just one that I believe my sister had gotten from TJ Maxx, and I just wanted something to make my room feel a little bit more cozy and a little warmer, just because I feel that I like the hardwood floors, but I just feel that carpet really makes the room feel homey, so that's why I went ahead and added that. Going on to this corner of my room, so this lamp, it's not my favorite, but I've had it for a long time, and I was having trouble finding other ones that I liked that were cheaper. So this one's from Walmart, and it does match with sort of the bronze gold detailing that it has along the body. And then over here on my dresser, so I have this brown plate that I talked about in my other video, and then I have just these pearls, this little elephant earring holder, which is from Five Below. I have this necklace holder, this that my sister got me in New York, and then this is just a little treasure case that actually I found in my basement, and I thought it was super cute, so I went ahead and added it in there. Lastly, here we have my door. So before, this was actually painted like a lime green, and I think that it made such a difference when I painted it white because it really made, I would say, this corner of the room look more chic, I would say. So I added just this scarf that I had and that little hair scarf, and then here's my paddle from my business fraternity. And then down here I just have different purses. So I just have this little black purse, which I'm absolutely obsessed. I think it's so cute. Ooh. I think it's so cute and vintage, so I love it. And then down here I just have this little bag that my brother got to me when he studied abroad in Europe. I have that super cute little vintage blue bag, and then this backpack that I just carry around in the summer with me, and then this bag, which actually I got gifted to me from Thailand, and I think it's so cute. So that is it for my room transformation. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm so excited and happy with how it came out. I think it at night gets really cozy when I play some Frank Sinatra, I put on a candle or an incense stick, and I sort of just read a book in the corner. It just feels very homey to me, which is exactly what I wanted my room to be. I wanted it to be a space that I could relax in, a space that really felt comfortable for me, and I was getting real tired of my old room, so that's why I decided to switch things up a little bit. But I have tons of other videos on my channel where I sort of switch up things in my room, or I clean out my closet. If you guys want to go ahead and check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!